You're live.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. We are here after a long hiatus.
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
I think that's what it is. 6 weeks.
That
It's either
sounds
5 or
right.
6.
We took a long time off, but we are back.
We took time off.
Well,
Somebody took time off. Somebody took on extra responsibilities.
true. Should we just jump right in here? Because obviously you are need to get some things out there, huh?
I'm in a mood.
All right. Well, do you want to do it old format or do you just want to talk?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. My life there's no normal to my life right now.
It's been flipped, turned upside down.
Yes. So you tell me what to do.
All right. So today's going to be a little bit of a different kind of show. I think we're going to, since this is the first time that we've been recording in about 6 weeks, we're just going to kind of throw some things at the wall, see what sticks, and hopefully we can get back into more of a regular rhythm starting next week.
You sounded like a 30-year-old.
Oh, where do you want to start?
Everywhere. Just start everywhere.
Start everywhere. All right. Well, let's take it back. Let's rewind.
Okay.
5 weeks. So let's talk about our feelings and what we thought was going to be, what was going to happen while I was gone, and what really happened, or how it did or did not meet expectations.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the first day, everything fell apart. Literally, everything fell apart. No one was ready for our kids at daycare when you were gone.
That's true.
And I wasn't ready for how difficult the mornings were going to be. So day 1 was hot mess city.
Yeah.
And then my mom came and helped me.
Thank goodness.
And helped me pull everything back together. And like literally she walked in the door and I just started bawling and she held me for a moment. Like just was a perfect mom. And it was everything I needed. And then the rest of that week I got it under control and it was all great. And then the next week everything hit the fan. And every child was sick at least once.
Yeah.
I had to take 2 children to the doctor. I made it into work for all of 45 minutes.
For the week.
Luckily, we had a day off and a snow day that week, so I didn't really miss as much time as it seemed like, but
still really hard.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Which that made the next week feel awesome because I made it to work the entire week.
Right.
And I talked to adults again and not just about my children. Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it?
That was so nice. Yeah. And then the last couple of weeks, they just kind of moved along as they should have.
And figured it out.
Yeah, and the kids and I had a routine, and actually at one point you came home for 3 days and I was really irritated because you didn't know the routine.
Yeah.
And I knew that you were going to leave again, and I kind of just wanted you to go away.
I felt really bad about it.
Did you?
Because I knew, it's one of those tough spots where it's like, I know you don't want to say that it's better if I'm not there, but it was actually better when I wasn't there.
At least in the mornings, because we had a routine. We knew what to do.
Right.
And having an extra adult didn't help because the extra adult was just another body to
get in the way.
And so you really tried. You were really like, you stepped in a few times and were like, well, let me help with this. And I was like, no, they can do it themselves. Like, don't mess with that. But yeah, it all worked out. And I definitely, if I had to choose, which one, having you here and just finding our new normal or doing the crazy what became normal while you were gone, I definitely just want to find our new normal.
Yeah, definitely.
because I think I'm going to get more sleep.
I hope so.
And I think I'm going to feel less stressed.
Yeah.
But like I said, we're still discovering what that normal looks like.
Yeah.
So that was that.
Sorry.
Yeah, I did. I felt like I had to take on everything because I did.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just kids. It was also like it snowed at one point. It snowed just before you came home at one point, and I had to scoop the driveway. Like that was my job.
Yeah. I'm so impressed with all the stuff that you were able to do. You got stuff done around the house. You did projects that like thought were not going to get done for who knows how long. Like they weren't even on the radar for me. But you did it. You're amazing. I, on the other hand, was basically on vacation and getting paid. And like I said before, like I did feel bad. Like I thought I was going to feel bad, and I did feel bad because I knew how hard it was for you and how much that you were going through. And like there was nothing that I could do about it. And if I even tried, like a couple times I called, or that we like FaceTimed, we chatted video wise, and it did not go well.
No.
Like, the children just they just cried.
They either cry or they're like, hi, and then they go run around, and it's like, but come talk to your dad.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I guess I'll talk to you. Oh, but now I can't talk to your dad because you just, like set something on fire. No one actually ever set anything on fire, but it just feels like that,
Yeah.
where like, well, I want to sit and talk to him.
Right.
Okay, I guess we'll talk later.
Yeah. So it was, it was just a tough situation, and it was really hard for me because I knew there was nothing that I could really contribute to it. And I just had to let you guys do your thing and figure it out.
Yeah.
And
you did. You contributed nothing.
Yeah. Sorry.
You created the issue. That was it.
But yeah, I was gone. I met some really great people. I got some good training. Got to do some fun things while I was away. But I am so glad to be back now. Well, it's it's like the other side of it. Like, yes, it was fun being away, but I would much rather be here with you and the kids and figuring out our new normal, because that's like what life is supposed to be. Like, it felt weird being able to go out to dinner with people, or like to go and like eat at a restaurant. Like, we don't eat at restaurants like hardly ever. And so to like have to do that for almost every meal was weird.
Sounds like a good weird.
I know.
Like, I kind of want to just punch you in your stupid face.
I know. I'm sorry.
Okay. I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't actually hit me.
I wouldn't actually hit you in the face.
Maybe.
And maybe in the arm or the shoulder. I've done that before.
Yeah.
Not like abusively, but like, a little slugger kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
I know. It was.
I always feel anytime I have the opportunity to like go out with people to like dinner or something, you always encourage me to.
Right.
And I pretty much
so bad.
And I pretty much always like either make plans and then like cut them short, or I just make excuses of like, oh, I can't really do that because I feel guilty.
You think I didn't feel guilty the whole time? I felt super guilty, but there was nothing I could do about it.
You certainly sounded guilty on trivia nights.
It's true. I found someone recommended this great little pub, and me and a couple other people went out and did trivia on Monday nights, and it was really fun.
By the way, that should have been a couple of other people and I, because
whatever.
Me went out is not correct.
Yeah.
I'm hypercritical of you right now.
It's true. You're still getting used to me being around.
I'm still getting over it.
Yeah. But I got home just in time for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to hopefully make up a little bit for being gone. Even though you hate Valentine's Day.
I hate Valentine's Day. It's the worst day of the year. I have my
I
reasons.
was gonna say, why do you have such a distaste for Valentine's Day?
I think there's a lot of pressure on everyone,
Yeah.
not just couples, not just single people, just everybody, no matter which direction you slice it. That was weird. But no matter which way you look at it, people feel pressured to do it right.
Sure.
The other thing is being a parent, like I screw up Valentine's Day every year. I either don't have the party date right, and my kid is the one kid that didn't bring Valentine's to class.
Well, it's like, why don't you just have it on Valentine's Day?
Because they had conferences on Valentine's Day.
Well, that was
So
poor
then they-
planning.
so
Whoever
then-
did this calendar, not smart.
Or I realize like on the 13th that tomorrow's Valentine's Day and my kid needs Valentine's. And so then I'm making, a bunch of mini cookies and saran wrapping them and
Right.
putting sad little notes on them saying Happy Valentine's Day from, my kid.
Right.
And I'm up until 11 o'clock doing that. And then I'm like, I hate this day.
You just put too much effort in. You care too much.
Well, this year I bought a box of Dum Dums.
Yeah.
And I really, really, really wanted to create Valentine's that said, this day is Dum Dum. But you said that was probably not appropriate.
Probably not for like a preschool class. Maybe in like middle school. Probably not in preschool.
Do they still have to give Valentine's to each other
I
in middle
hope
school?
not. Man, I hope not.
You know how awkward that is?
Very. But did I at least... I know that the kids' Valentine's Day was rough, but was your Valentine's Day okay?
The kids' Valentine's Day was rough because I failed as a mom. So thank you for making me feel that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But did I what? Did I have a good Valentine's Day?
Did you have a good Valentine's Day?
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was able to locate your favorite ice cream here
You
in town.
located my favorite ice cream, brought me a full gallon of it.
That you haven't eaten all of yet.
I haven't eaten all of it yet. I haven't even eaten a half gallon of it yet. I'm kind of close.
I'm impressed.
It doesn't help that we don't put it into bowls, that I literally just take a half gallon out of the freezer and grab a spoon and just have
just
at
go
it.
for it.
But you also did surprise me with some pretty earrings. And honestly, I'm more reliving the moment of discovering them than like looking in the mirror and being like, oh, how pretty. Just because I like jewelry, but I'm not like, I tend to wear the same necklace every day. Not the one that I'm wearing right now. It's one of the ones that I am wearing right now, but like I tend to wear the same necklace every day, or I maybe rotate with a couple of other necklaces.
Right.
Or, my earrings change, but I don't worry about them being super expensive or anything. I don't know. But you got me some very pretty earrings that I'm wearing, and they match my wedding ring, which I thought was a really sweet touch.
I know what's up. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So, but it's the moment of how you gave them is really very sweet, which was like you were in bed. Let's be real.
I was totally asleep.
But you left the earring box open on the toothpaste tube in the medicine cabinet. So I got up and took my shower and all that jazz. And then I went to go brush my teeth and I flipped open the medicine cabinet. It was just like, oh, look at those. That's sweet. So it was a nice day.
I'm glad you brushed your teeth that day.
I regularly brush my teeth
which is why I knew that was a great spot to put them.
Oh, okay. Your comment made me sound gross.
Sorry.
Now I want to go brush my teeth just to prove that I brush my teeth regularly.
Few minutes.
Okay. So
But-
yeah, how was your Valentine's Day?
It was good. I mean, it was a I don't know. So I came home on the day before Valentine's Day.
The evening before.
Yeah. And so that was like my first full day at home. And so I spent the whole day kind of to myself. I took the kids to daycare and got kind of figuring out that routine, even though I forgot the passcode to get into the daycare, but that's okay. I figured it out. But yeah, I got to take the day for myself, kind of adjust back to being home. Did some running around to find your ice cream and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, I mean, it was a good day. But it was what it really was the start of the terror that was the approach of my 30th birthday. And that's really
You're 30.
I am now officially 30 years old.
It makes
Do
you
I look old?
If it makes you feel better, my coworkers say that we're babies.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like,
So
I feel like other people look at us and they're like, yeah, you're not that old. But like, I feel that old. I feel like the life experiences that we've had already have made us...
in life experiences, we're 38.
Yeah, I feel like it's made us much older.
Duh.
So yeah,
Duh.
I am 30. My birthday was on Sunday, yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah. And you were a sneaky
I was a sneaky snake.
sneaky snake. And you arranged this whole big surprise birthday weekend for me. It was totally unexpected.
The problem with doing surprises for you is that you don't have surprise reaction.
Well, okay. So I don't know what kind of a reaction you're looking for, but like,
I probably should have had people jump out at you.
yeah. Well, then, but like I said,
But then you would
then
have
I
jumped,
might have
and then you
punched
probably would have
somebody.
punched somebody, right?
I don't want to hurt anybody.
Right. So I didn't, but you were just like, you were confused. You weren't surprised. You were confused.
Well, yeah, because I wasn't expecting it. So,
Okay.
like, that is part of being surprised, is being confused,
Yeah,
right?
sure. So I threw Gavin a surprise party on Saturday. And it was just very like, family came, we got you out of the house. And
Yeah.
they all parked away from the house. So when you drove up, you just kind of walked in. It was just like, everybody's here. and I think you literally were just like, what are you guys doing here?
I was super
Like,
confused.
What's going on?
Because it wasn't like, so I had recently seen a lot of people because I was back near home.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay, I kind of already saw everybody. So, it's not a big deal if I don't see them on my birthday. I wasn't expecting to see anybody on my birthday, just expecting to hang out with you and the kids. And
But that's boring.
I guess. But yeah, when I showed up, it was just like normal day, the kids were driving you nuts. So come home as fast as you can. And
See, it was either come home as fast as you can, the kids are driving me nuts, or my secondary, which I just couldn't decide which one to use. My secondary was, I need you home right now. The kitchen is flooding. I don't know where the leak is coming from. Please help me.
Yeah, but the problem with that one is that as soon as I got there and the kitchen didn't have any water on it,
you'd be like, "What are you doing?" Yeah.
Going on
So
here?
I used I feel like the more believable one of like, the kids are driving me crazy. Can you please come home
Right.
and kind of save me? Which I love your mindset through that.
Yeah, it was just like, okay, but you just did this for 5 weeks. So like, I would expect that like 2 hours of me being gone wouldn't be a big deal. But yeah, I didn't really give it a second thought. I was just like, yeah, she's done it. She's had to deal with this, so I should come home and I should deal with it too. And so, yeah, I got home. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? And you like were just like, just go in there. Just
get in
go.
there,
Just
just
go.
help me.
And I was like, okay.
Which of course everyone was silent. Like
Yeah.
children weren't screaming, children weren't giggling, children weren't running around.
Nope.
Everybody was silent.
Yeah, so I was like, this is super weird. And then when I walked through the kitchen, I saw 2 huge crock pots. And I'm like, what is going on here? And I rounded the corner and there is just everyone. Just like, I was just like,
your parents, your siblings, my parents. Yeah.
So I was very surprised, but in my own way, I guess. Maybe I
very quiet, very subtle, kind of anticlimactic.
I don't like, what do you want? Like, what is this?
Like
what is the
whoa, you know, like just something bigger. You literally were just like, what are you guys doing here?
I had a big smile on my face.
You did have a big smile. You looked cheesy.
I felt a little cheesy.
Good.
But no, it was really great. Unfortunately, I had lunch already. And you had made this great big lunch. And it looked so good, but I was so full that I couldn't eat any of it.
Yep. We had soup, salad, and breadsticks. Soup was homemade. Breadsticks were homemade.
Yeah.
Salad was technically homemade by my mom.
Yeah, you guys crushed it. I mean, it was amazing. The spread was fantastic.
It was good. 2 desserts.
2 desserts. Cheesecake and cherry pie. Both of my favorites. And the cheesecake had a banana bread base. Like, what?
Yeah. Like, it's actually... I've eaten it for breakfast. Because it's just so breakfasty.
Yeah,
in like a pastry. This really shouldn't be a breakfast food, but we're gonna let it be a breakfast food kind of way.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, it was awesome. It was great to have everybody come over, and then since everybody drove all this way, they stayed at the hotel, and we were able to go and take the kids swimming at the fancy swimming pool that they have there, which was really awesome. And then the next day we packed everybody in the car and went to the Children's Museum in Omaha, which you were unable to attend.
I didn't go.
But the kids had a blast while we were there. I mean, there was just so much to do and so much to see, and it was a little overwhelming because it was just so many people.
Yeah.
But they warmed up to it pretty quickly, and I mean, they had a really good time. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures, and I'm sure I'll be sharing those out in the next week or so.
I'm sure you will.
What was that supposed to mean?
Just you like to share.
Sorry.
Don't apologize.
I'm a sharer. Not okay.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. So yeah.
Any other big things you want to talk about? Like I said, this is gonna be a little bit different show. We are gonna be wrapping it up here pretty early. I already fell asleep once today.
Once tonight. Not today. Don't make it sound like you took a little siesta
nap.
in the middle of the day. You don't do that.
No. I tried to help Rory fall asleep, and I fell asleep. It happens. It was a long day. Today was my first day of work.
He fell asleep.
What?
He fell asleep while I cleaned the kitchen and dealt with our 2 oldest who were fighting. I don't even think you knew about that.
Yeah,
you did.
They blew Rory's door open on their way down the stairs.
Gotcha. Which explains how one of them slammed her head on the banister.
Oh, jeez.
She was fine. And got all the bags ready for tomorrow. Everybody's breakfast put together.
Mm-hmm. You're awesome.
I did everything and got the laundry out and started folding it in the time that it took you to wake back up and come back down the stairs.
I'm just surprised I actually woke up.
I was just going to leave you.
Asleep.
I was just going to leave you and take our bed all to myself and sleep in the middle, sideways.
Fair enough. Would not have blamed you.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. So yeah, any big things you want to chit chat about before we close up shop for the night?
Big thing.
Or small things or things in general. They can be of any size. Big, small, medium,
General.
general sized. General size.
Yeah, just, I've had a glimpse into the world of single parenthood, and like, kudos to all those single parents out there who are just rocking it. No matter what the situation is, because I suddenly realized like how much you have to sacrifice when you have to do it on your own. And I'm exhausted, but I'm also like, I found that there were moments where I was really grateful for the time I had with the kids alone without you, because there was like a whole week where I had massive patience and I have no idea where it came from. And like every little moment, every time they giggled, anytime they, shrieked with delight, like it just warmed my heart. And I don't always react that way. So I think there were also some good things that came out of your absence. And I learned to appreciate motherhood in a different way. So yeah.
It's really nice. I like that.
Yeah, I'm still not okay with you all the time right now, but that's okay.
Well, the plan is for me not to be leaving again anytime ever would be preferable.
I feel like you said that about a year ago.
Yeah?
Maybe like a year and a month ago.
When I got out of the Army?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, life has a funny way of not going to plan, right?
Is there a plan in our lives?
No, not even close.
Everything's just fly by the seat of our pants.
At this point, yeah. We're just doing our best here.
So we're going to have a fifth kid? Is that what I heard?
As much as you want to.
No, we're doing fine. We're doing fine.
We're doing just
4
fine.
is enough.
Yes. All right. So should we do one quick funny story about Rory, because it happened tonight and I don't want to forget it?
It was so funny. So funny. So funny. I'm going to share it tomorrow with my seniors because
they will love
they'll think it's hilarious. All right.
Go for it.
So as a family, whenever we sit down for dinner, we try to make sure that we do prayer.
Right.
Which is pretty traditional, pretty normal. But we have like 4 prayers.
Yeah, at this point,
that as a family we kind of cycle through. And our oldest 2 recently have taught the rest of the family their school prayer. Mm-hmm. And it's very cute, and they have little actions with it, and it's, but we've done it so often since you've been gone, because the girls just really wanted to do it. And I was like, yep, take ownership. This is great. We've done it so often that Rory has learned the prayer and can say it on his own. And so tonight, our second child, Mariana, said, Rory, you're the prayer leader, so you get to lead prayer tonight. Which I was like, okay, this is a thing now. We're running our house like a school, but fine.
Whatever.
And so Rory got to be prayer leader. And so we all got ready to pray, and he starts saying their school prayer. Mm-hmm. And it goes like this. Gotta help me with the beginning.
Okay.
Thank you, God, for this new day in our school to work and play.
God be with me all day long in every story, game, and song.
And at this point, the girls, for some reason, learned that after you said game and song, you do the dab.
You gotta hit the dab, yeah.
Gotta hit the dab. So Rory is very enthusiastically in every story, game, and song. And then he hits the dab.
But he doesn't quite know
how to do the dab. So he just slaps himself in his face.
But he doesn't even stop.
But doesn't stop, because then we continue with, and may all the happy things we do make our Father happy too. Amen. And we just watch our 2.5-year-old smack himself in the face and continue praying. And we just died laughing as we snuck off to the kitchen to get our plates.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I don't think I've ever seen somebody smack themselves in the face while praying.
I've never seen anybody dab while praying before this, so this is just the natural progression, right?
Yeah. Could be a move.
Could be. But yeah, it was impressive. I was just proud that he apparently didn't hit himself hard enough for it to matter and was able to just keep going. Didn't even miss a beat. Just powered right through it. He doesn't really know how to dab, so he knows you have to cover your face.
Gotta cover your face.
So he just smacks
You just throw your hand up. Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
One day.
They'll figure it out.
By the time, though, that he figures it out, will the dab be a thing?
The dab's not a thing now.
That's true.
I think it's already gone. The fact that preschoolers are doing it means that it's not cool anymore.
That's true. The fact that I know the name of it means it's not cool.
True.
Which means the woe is out, just so everybody knows.
No one listening to this knows what the woe is.
You don't know that.
I do know that. All right, you ready to go to bed?
Yes. Like 31 minutes ago.
All right, guys, that's all we've got for you this week. Thank you so much for tuning in for our Welcome Back show. The plan is to be back again on Monday nights for the live recording and then release on the podcast on Wednesdays. Hopefully we'll be able to stay consistent with that.
Cross our fingers.
Cross the fingers. But yeah. Good?
I don't think any of that was good, but I think it's time for us to say goodnight.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you
next time.